Ask me. Ask Iliza anything. It's time to ask. Ask me all your questions. We had a party last night, our holiday party, and the theme, first of all, for those of you watching, although I don't think it's many, this looks like a fifth grader is doing a news show and they lit this with a desk lamp. We're getting new equipment. My camera stopped working. And so this is the best I have right now. So I hope.
Why do you have to bring it up? Why couldn't you just said it was cozy? Like, it's the holidays, it's cozy. You look like you're in front of a fire. There's a way to spin things.
I should have, you know what? I should be doing this from my living room where all the decorations are.
No, because your mic is in here. This is the problem.
It's portable. It's not like affixed to the desk. We had a holiday party. Here's my thing with parties. It was flawless. Someone always leaves a coat. I walk into my living room this morning, there's just a coat there. And I'm like, who left? I know it's Southern California, but like, who left and was like, I feel just as warm as I did when I walked in.
Somebody who had two coats on.
Somebody had two coats on. And that's what I want to talk about. I got two coats. And then it's like, when can I get it? Can I come get the coat? And eventually you just have to throw out someone's clothes. Like, people leave stuff here and you're just like, I don't know whose full coverage bathing suit this was, but I gave it to my nanny.
The coat that was left last night.
What?
You're like, it's too much. I can't get it back to the person.
No, they can come get it. But then it's like, hey, well, we're going to be in Arizona for the holiday. And then I got to go to New York. I'll come get the coat. Can you put the coat outside? I missed the coat.
I was carrying my coat when I went to that thing with my neighbors, and I was just holding it. And so I was like, I'll take it for you, because it was her house, it was going to multiple houses. I'm like, okay. So I had to let her take it. But I was like, no, I could forget it. Who knows where it's going?
Who knows? The theme of my holiday party was a very sexy Christmas. And I did a gorgeous tablescape. I will post pictures. Have you seen it? Did I show this to you?
No.
My gorgeous centerpiece. I went to the downtown flower market, and in perfect Espanol, I was like, necesito flores, pero solamente los oscuros y sexy. I only want the dark and sexy ones. Look at this thing that I made.
Oh my God.
Look at this fucking thing. I saw a version of this online, and I was like, I'm going to make it myself.
What's all the pink?
It's pig intestine, but you shape it to look like flowers. No, I'm kidding. It's amaranth. It's an amaranth flower. But then we did a ham there where we got special rolls made. We got these fresh little quiche mandarins. I'm going to post pictures so you guys can see. Noah made a crab dip. We had a bar. We had batch cocktails. It was just, and everybody dressed up. Everybody dressed super sexy. Not one person noticed my mistletoe, which is fine. You don't want to be like kissing someone's husband. That's weird.
Or making someone kiss someone else's husband.
That's what you do want. Can I tell you my okay. And I had to wear my boot, which was kind of great because it took the pressure off wearing a high heel in my own house. So like the outfit was fire, and then from like the calf down, it was a boot and a sneaker. Whatever. Very après-ski. Yeah, it was okay. And ate a lot of ham. And somebody pulled out a bag of DMT at the end of the party. A drug that I've never seen in person.
What is it look? Is it a powder?
It's a powder that you sniff, and we're like all parents. And I was like, that's cool. And apparently it lasts the high lasts for like 10 minutes. I was like, I'm good. I've had a bunch of non-alcoholic beverages that I put alcohol in because I think it tastes better that way.
What beverage?
Gia? It's GHIA. Yeah. I think they're so scrumptious. And I was like, I just put some vodka in it.
I got my mom drinking it, and she's always like, tell Iliza I love this recommendation.
They're
loves
so good. Free shout out to Gia. They come in delicious flavors. They're kind of herbaceous. They're not overly sweet or sweet at all, really. Mm-hmm. And I just threw some vodka in there with a dried orange slice because we dried our own oranges. And I ate a bunch of truffle chips and a bunch of panettone. And this morning I woke up and I took my Christmas time, went for a coffee date with Bonnie, and then I did my workout with Alicia. And now I'm here with you.
Oh, I like all these people. Do you remember, I'm making a food tomorrow, a dessert that I had forgotten about until a friend mentioned it. Haystacks.
It sounds so white and Southern and Gentile.
But it's okay. It's like chow mein, dry chow mein noodles with like butterscotch chips and so they look like little.
Oh, it's like a puppy chow,
butterscotch.
but they're like frozen, like they're covered in it, so it's like a ball, like a
It
clump.
looks like a little haystack. Yeah, like a little clump. And I hadn't thought about it in probably 20 years. And I was
Chow
like, I
mein
need
noodles?
that. Dry noodles, and you put butterscotch, peanut butter. It's like no bake. You like melt it, you pour it over, you let it set.
Can I
and
make
it's
you a
little
recommendation?
cookies.
Just because I'm married to a
Please.
chef, so obviously I know that I think might be better.
Yeah.
You know those potato sticks you can buy? They come in a canister. They look like pickup sticks.
Yeah.
Use that instead of the chow mein because the salty and the sweet, I bet you will not be able to stop eating it.
I think of those as oily.
They are, but it'll dry up when you bake it. Trust it.
no,
It's like a
this
chocolate.
is no bake.
This is fine. This is like a chocolate covered potato chip. Trust me. Fucking just do it.
No, I'm doing my thing. Doing my one thing.
No, my thing.
You go make that.
Here's a question.
Be like, I'm just making this out of spite.
I will do it. Every time we throw a holiday party, and I used to throw them before I knew Noah, and then we started doing it together. And every time we do it, we learn a little bit more. Like there's certain elegant things you want to do that just don't make sense. Like if you have 3 mustards, which we do because of the ham, we would pour them in like a little ramekin. And then last night I was like, you know what? We end up throwing out so much mustard. Nobody knows what mustard. So just leave the jar out with the label. Like little things. I also did not invite anyone this year that I've invited before that either hasn't made it or hasn't responded.
Oh, yeah. Did anyone come back to you and say, I thought that, why didn't I get to go?
No. I also did not really invite any industry. I invited my agent and my manager, who I've known for like my whole career. Manager's out of town, agent came, but I didn't invite like the rest of the team. I didn't invite extended work people. I didn't invite celebrities. Like I just was like, I don't want to fucking deal with like, are you too cool to come to a party? I just invited, we had like 60 people and the attrition rate, of course, at the buzzer, you get people that are like, I'm really sick. My child has a cold. Fine, fair. Of the 63 people who RSVP'd yes, only one couple just didn't show and said nothing.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. Some people never open the invite, but they don't count.
Oh.
And so it was great. We were up till like 2 cleaning and someone did DMT. It wasn't me. And I'll probably never know the sweet, sweet vibe of DMT, but it was cool that it was at my house. I may have snuck into a back room to show some women scenes from the movie. My friend Lauren's in the movie. So I was like, do you want to see yourself? So like buzzed. I was like, this is you. And this is you.
I have a little movie tidbit for you. Somebody commented in the Patreon, hello, Eliza, Smokeyowski, Baby Arm, Sierra, Ethan, and Tianfu. A friend and I are going to have a little watch party for Chasing Summer. Heads up to anyone who doesn't know, you can buy a ticket for $35
Yes.
and watch Chasing Summer online anytime between January 29th through February 1st.
Thank you.
And I was...
Yes, go ahead.
And I was wondering if you had any snack/beverage suggestions. So far, we have popcorn and Sour Patch Kids, goblin hummus made with black sesame seeds, and hot Scotties, which is a virgin hot toddy. Congratulations on this awesome accomplishment. Can't wait to see what you've created.
That's so cute. I love that. I would love to see pictures of that. I will tell you in the movie, we eat Whataburger fries and we eat, I'm not going to say what it is, but basically it's like a made up product that's like a donut hole.
Okay.
I think there's like a bean dip. There's no like iconic food in it that I can think of, although I probably will. There's like some smoothies, nothing you're going to want to eat. That's so cute. Keep it stand up based. And that's a great thing. I was going to like do a whole promo thing, but yeah, you can buy a ticket to watch, which
That's so cool. I didn't know.
we're going to promote it. Oh my God. It's like a little mini wide release.
I can watch it. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's very cool. And you know, this is the last year it's in Park City.
I do know that.
So you're getting in.
We're very excited and more on that to come. But now, folks, it's Christmas. It's this coming out on Christmas Eve. So this is gather around the radio, get your family, get your white supremacist family, your homophobic family, your weird coworkers, your annoying mother-in-law, your weird sister-in-law, your tacit cousin, and let's settle in for some Yuletide advice.
We're going to start with a with a horrible gift, and this picture is amazing. So this is on the Patreon. If anyone wants to join the Patreon, it is free. This is in the submit your questions thread, which is free to look at if you join. There is a Patreon tier that costs money, but this is free. Hello, all. Lots of love. Advice needed because my sister gave me the worst gift I've ever received. Basically, my sister has gone off the deep end in the last few years in terms of fundamentalist Christianity. She's gotten mad at our mom for not raising us Christian enough, even though we grew up in the church. I had a birthday at the beginning of this month, and she texted me after a month of no contact to ask for my address.
I had a birthday at the beginning of this month, and after the month had passed.
Oh, and she texted me after a month of no contact. So
Did it start at the birthday?
No, it was probably before that. Probably they hadn't talked for a while. She had the birthday and then a little more time passed. And then, yeah. So this is not technically a Christmas gift, but people are going to get bad Christmas gifts. She sent me coffee from a religious company that donates all proceeds to pro-life organizations. Now, this is a coffee that on it says, choose life that you and your children may live, Deuteronomy 30:19. And on the coffee is an outline drawing of a pregnant woman, which is also what I associate with coffee. Like,
more than a cup.
It's just so shoehorned in that it's very funny.
Yeah,
so
that is weird.
Our question asker says she's entitled to whatever belief she has, but she is aware that mine differ. Would you be able to suggest ways I could reciprocate with a gift to her this Christmas? She's not listening.
Sure.
So signed, Carmi.
Yeah, you just send her a donation to Planned Parenthood. You send her a donation to any, oh God, there's one women's rights organization that I started following, and then they came out as like super anti-Israel, anti-Jewish. So
Isn't it weird that some coffee brands are really religious and crazy, or like really into guns?
No, like Black Rifle.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
No, it's not weird that people who own a company would have socio-political beliefs.
But I just think of coffee as being like weirdly political.
Yo, I have a coffee shirt that I wear. I don't know that I can't remember the name of it. I wear it often, and it just says, I like my coffee black and my tea in the harbor. And it's like a come and take it. And it's in I should get the shirt and do the shout out. I don't know. I think I mean, is it weird that the CEO of My Pillow wears a giant cross in the commercials? Like, people have their convictions, like whatever. You could play that game where you send her a donation to any of these pro-choice, pro-birth control, pro-abortion organizations. I
want to know if it's actually good coffee and if you like coffee. Like, did she know you like coffee and she got you or did she didn't? You know what I mean? She just sent it because it said it on it.
I'm curious to know what made you guys go no contact. Is this something that you've argued about before? If you don't drink coffee, then it's fucking weird. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is, whether you do or don't, because she did it deliberately to be like, this is my organization. So you could just do it right back. You should do it to something that's like a pro-choice trans. You could do it to like a local gay pro-choice polyamorous recycling plant. You could just pick something like that.
Two people sent suggestions in the comments, and I'm not going to name them because, but one person literally they showed a mug that says, don't talk to me until I've had my abortion.
That is so funny. And you should be like, I got you one too. And then
the coffee mug.
The picture be like, I'm enjoying your delicious coffee. It was my choice in this mug. I drank so much of this coffee. I gave myself an abortion.
So the other person said, send her a bag of diarrhea. Doesn't have to be yours, with a note. I tried to keep this inside, but your coffee forced me to abort it. Or send her some kashi. Too gross?
Do I even need to be the host of this podcast? You guys
I'm
are
just
crushing
telling you
it.
that they've got it under control.
No, you guys are, those are funny. I was just trying to like come from like a place in sincerity.
This listener is saying, send her a bag of diarrhea. Doesn't have to be yours.
Where are you going to get that? You're going to go harvest it?
Get someone else's. Would you be more offended if someone sent you their own diarrhea or someone else's?
God, you know what I would just think would be more delicious than retribution would be calling her to be like, just curious about this company. And then I would get into it. I'd be like, I would be like, let's unpack this. So you know that I'm pro-choice and you decided to send me this weird passive-aggressive slap at the holidays. Is there something you actually want to say? And should we have a debate like adults? And I would watch your fucking face melt.
Yeah. The other side of the coffee is like just a whole diatribe about how babies are good and
Why don't
blessings.
you send her a bottle of vodka and a coat hanger and be like, I take my coffee the old-fashioned way. Straight up and down a set of stairs.
You know your sister's a loon because you guys were raised somewhat religious and she's like, Mom and Dad didn't make us religious enough. Like, it sounds like your parents gave you the freedom of choice and you both chose.
I don't even know what that Deuteronomy quote was, but I would look it up and I bet you she's misappropriating it, misusing it. And I would find a quote about like how God loves butt sex and I'd write it on a cake. The Bible thing is always so tough because like, you know that you're either stupid and you think Jonah really did live in a whale or you're deliberately misconstruing it.
Yes. Anybody who is taking the word of the Bible as anything other than like love thy neighbor, be chill is like, what are you doing here? Say that to Jesus's face. Send that coffee to Jesus.
There you go.
Hello, Eliza, Emily, the dapper hot Scotty, and all the human and fur babies. Been a long haul trucker. Toot toot, if you please, Scott. So polite. Toot toot, if you please. Since 2017, as you and Emily helped me get through not one, but 2 master's degrees in the last decade.
2 abortions.
I have both a Christmas/New Year and in-law question that I would love your big sisterly input and hot takes on. So brew up some cocoa.
I was just about to, but I was going to change it to
She
eggnog.
knows you.
Hold on. What would eggnog brewing?
You just pour it.
Can I tell you something? I had a banana chai eggnog last night.
Why?
I look so ugly right now. Let me move this way. Because somebody fucking made it, Emily.
Okay.
God, you're such a Grinch.
I like eggnog. I don't need a banana in there.
Yeah, you fucking do. If you had tried this and I made all my friends drink out of my cup.
Did it taste like banana?
Yeah, it did. It was outstanding.
All right.
Grump.
Hi, I'm a 31-year-old W/F.
What the fuck?
Oh, white female married to a 28-year-old W/M husband. So are they white or are they?
Oh, no, they're talking about their colors. She's a winter. She's a warm winter.
What man and a woman are married? For the record, I love my mother-in-law. We do get along very well most of the time. My husband and I grew up very different. His parents own a small business. Mom stopped working when he was born to be a stay-at-home mom. And when he was old enough, she went back to work. Both of my parents worked full-time, higher-profile jobs. His parents are only a few years older than mine. All of our parents are in their 60s. However, mother-in-law, Susan, is 66. And my mom, Robin, is 62.
Okay.
Last year, Susan decided we would not do Christmas gifts, only stockings, and we would plan a family Christmas trip for a weekend in January so we could take the dogs. Between us, we have 5, from GSD to Chihuahua. GSD, let's guess. Great
stinking
service
Dane.
dog.
German Shepherd Dane.
German GSD is
Geriatric
German
Shepherd dog.
German Shepherd
Dane.
dog. It literally says German Shepherd dog.
There's so many abbreviations. It sounds like you're writing a Craigslist ad.
I'm having a meltdown.
Okay.
But let's say they have 5 dogs from German Shepherd to Chihuahua. I painstakingly planned the whole thing to her request. Mountains, no stairs, a fence for the dogs, and was miserable the whole time. This year, I've tried to encourage she take more involvement in the planning and the booking of the trip.
So you're doing the same trip again?
I think a different trip, but like a trip instead of gifts, they're
Same
all going to go
idea.
on
So
a
it's
trip.
5 dogs, the trip.
Yeah.
Special specifications.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is now December 19th, and there has been nothing decided. I am a gift giver by heart, so I still got gifts from my mother-in-law and father-in-law. My question is, why am I so annoyed about this trip? Is it about the trip or a deeper annoyance with my mother-in-law and her expectations? I give the context about our mother to shed some light on family values / working values. My husband and I are both first responders and typically work on Christmas, which is why the January trip got started. We are trying to start a family, but I don't have any intention of slowing my career as I watched my parents have 2 kids and work. This person's like annoyed that this family says, hey, we don't want to do gifts. We want to do a trip. It's December 19th. No trip has been planned for the first week of January.
When you say no gifts, does that mean they're paying for the trip? That's what I need to know. But I think, well, you're allowed to be annoyed because you're like, you keep bringing up the work thing. So what I think you're really saying is I work really hard and a lot and you don't. You are not at the moment, and you're older, so you have time, and you are the one with all these requirements, and you're asking me to plan it, and then you're unhappy and ungrateful. So where's my gift? I'm busy. Why don't you plan this since you're the one with all the specifications? That's what's bothering you. You wouldn't be bothered if she was like, I had the best time. You're so good at planning these. Then you'd have some pep in your step. But to put it all on you.
Yeah, how would it get put on you?
And especially when it includes everything. It's like you need to do it for all of us because like you need to plan it for the group. That's never fun unless you volunteer. And so I think what you need to do is reach out. You can always blame work and be like, hey, you guys, December 19th. I don't have any information on what the group would want. And I think for the sake of sanity, we should all come to the table with some ideas.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to plan it and you're afraid if you don't plan it, it won't get planned. This is not, I don't want to be like, because you're 66, you can't do it. You as the caller definitely know your way around the internet better than a 66-year-old woman. It's going to be easier for you to put a card down, go on Airbnb, like you just understand the internet better. But I do think if you like her, it might be worth saying in a very uncharged way, like, hey, I put a lot of thought into it last year and it felt like it wasn't, you didn't really love it. And then she'll defend it. And you'll be like, okay, well, be that as it may. I think I would feel better if you had more of a say in it. That way I didn't feel like it was all on me because I want everyone to have a great time. I want everyone's input, like keep it in the spirit of everyone's input. And then she'll be like, no, it's whatever. And that's when you say like, well, last year, it's tough to be like, you seemed upset because she'll be like, I wasn't upset. I loved it. One of the dogs wasn't feeling well, so I wasn't. It is possible too that you're just overly sensitive because you did plan it. But the truth is, I don't know why this is falling on you. Where's her husband? What's he out doing? CPR?
Right. You guys want to relax. You're when you're on, you're on. But I think it is interesting. She calls out like, look, we have different, like, it sounds like maybe the mother-in-law wants her to stay at home because she's like, I don't plan on stopping my job. I'm going to have my kids and keep working.
I'm saying, why are you bringing it up for this question? Like context wise, I think you're like, I am busy, Susan. Why don't you plan it?
Fuck and have a baby.
No, you're trying to like save lives and respond first and put out fires and shock people who took too much fentanyl back to life. Like you're fucking busy. So I think you should kick it back to her and see what happens. But it's also tough because we don't really have clarity on how bad of a time she had. Did she really? Was it just one day? Like we don't know. So
yeah,
for your own sanity though, I think since it's your mother-in-law, I think you need to get your husband involved. Start a group email and be like, who's going to be in charge of this? And if it's you, then you have to be like, okay, this is what I'm picking. And then you have to just enjoy yourself. You are not in charge of it. There's also a version where you pick the perfect place and maybe she's still unhappy. You have to just, and she also never said anything to you. So maybe she doesn't, there's too many variables for emotions here. Pick the vacation that you want within those guidelines, if those are the guidelines, and you have to just decide to have a good time. And she can come talk to you. You got to set up those boundaries.
Hello, AIA crew. Longtime listener, first-time question asker. I have a holiday-related dilemma, and I need your sage guidance. I, 32 female, spend Christmas every year with my three sisters, 34, 30, 29, their husbands, and kids at our childhood home, which my oldest sister now owns. My parents, 70 female, 68 male, drive in daily.
68 female. Now that changes things.
Yeah. It's one of the only times we're all together and I really treasure it. Over the last few years, though, we've noticed a glaring issue that puts a real damper on the festivities.
What is it?
My dad does not wash his hands after using the bathroom.
Oof.
Ever. You hear the toilet, the flush, and immediately he's walking out. No faucet, no soap. The bathroom fan does absolutely nothing to hide this public health crime. This happens at everyone's houses, including his own. Sometimes he wears gloves in the house to keep his hands warm and will go into the bathroom with the gloves on and come out with them still on. He does wash his hands occasionally, usually after being outside or coming home from errands, but not after number 1 or number 2. My sister and I have talked to my mom about it. She says she's brought it up with him, but my dad claims washing his hands makes his arthritis flare because his hands get cold.
So use hot water.
Right. He's also justified not washing his hands by saying that when men pee, they don't always need to wash their hands. Fine, maybe, but this is also happening after number 2. At this point, my mom is of no help in this crisis. For a bit more context, before my parents sold the house to my oldest sister, several of us lived there together as adults, and my dad sometimes clashed with my oldest sister over how the household was run. Growing up, my dad was generally kind and loving, but he does believe the man is the head of the household and can be very sensitive to what he perceives as criticism. He had a very tough upbringing, and while he's done meaningful work on himself recently, bringing concerns to him still feels awkward and intimidating. The issue has escalated because there are now kids involved. My sisters are uncomfortable with him holding their children because he doesn't wash his hands, and I can't really blame them. They've even put hand sanitizer pumps in the bathroom.
Will he not do that?
Of him cleaning his hands somehow, but to no avail.
How do you know?
I guess he comes out and doesn't smell like hand sanitizer.
Are you sniffing on that paw? Like, how do you know?
There's no way he's using it.
Because that was going to be my suggestion.
It's also especially hard because my dad loves making food.
Oh, this is not the first time we've had this. We've had this question before. Not from these people, but we've had this question before.
Yeah, people not washing their hands enough, but I think it was a lady maybe. But this is after a dump. He prepares a lot of fresh dishes, including salads, and will sometimes serve food using a fork and his bare hand. I've tried to endure the issue quietly, but it's becoming noticeable. I wash my hands constantly, and I avoid eating some of the food he prepares unless it's thoroughly cooked. It also makes me sad that I hesitate to touch my dad's hands at all, like when we hold hands to say grace before a meal. As a veterinarian, I'm already hyper of hygiene and public health, so this feels especially important to me. My dad isn't uneducated. He has a master's degree and was an Air Force pilot. I truly don't understand why this is the hill he's willing to die on. I feel like I need to say...
Just say it.
Something, but I don't want to embarrass him or blow up Christmas. How would you bring this up and what would you say? How do I parent my parent here? Do I just bring Clorox wipes and pray for a Christmas miracle? Thanks in advance for your wisdom. Please give Town Food and Resilient Isle some scritches for me, Ruthie. Now, I will say immediately, a commenter says that's really a safety issue for all of y'all. Hand sanitizer alone doesn't kill norovirus. You need to wash with soap and water.
You know, it's so tough because I was not raised in a house like yours at all, or with a father like yours at all. I feel no weirdness about expressing myself fully. Like I will tell my dad to put his shoes on if he takes them off in a public place. I was sitting with someone the other day, not my father, like at work in like an edit bay. And this guy took his shoes off and was like touching his feet. I go, what are you doing? He was like, my foot was cold. I go, no, you're picking your feet. And I know that because I pick my feet. Don't fucking do it. You know, I think when a man is confronted by 3 daughters, I would think he would crumble. I know you don't want to embarrass him. I think
he's got to be embarrassed.
I would pick the daughter that is the softest. Or you should all do it.
Not the oldest daughter.
You should all do it quietly as if it's like a secret. And he'll be like, they keep telling me. Melanie told me to do it. Susan told me to do it. Janet told me to do it. But I think you're just like, this is a non-negotiable. And we don't want you to feel bad, but like you have to wash your hands and you can use warm water. There's sanitizer. Like we don't want our kids getting sick. The kids get sick often. Like you have to just come out and say it because it's coming down to your comfort versus your health versus his comfort. You're just going to have to say it.
It's hard when it's like you want to keep, because it could be, he'd be like, well, I just peed. It's like, I don't want to litigate what you did in there. You need to be in the habit of washing your hands.
You could honestly just come by, and hand sanitizer is fine. Like you can just come by hand sanitizer and be like, I'm just going to grab this hand. I'm just going to put this on. Just put some of this on. Just do it quickly, like a blitzkrieg. Just be like, here, I'm just going to grab your hand. Just going to do it real quick. Dad, here you go. Here you go. Just hand it to him.
Is he getting his arthritis treated in any way? Like, are the pipes not working?
The gloves in the house, but warm water.
He's using his gloves. He's using his gloves when he's wiping with gloves.
I think if you all do it together from a really sweet place, be like, we are not trying to embarrass you, but you know, there's kids here and we've just noticed it. And I think he'll make a big fuss, but then he'll do it. I think most fathers, when their daughters are like sweet about something, will be like, okay, I'll try.
Give him some latex gloves and take them off when he's done.
Yeah, like it's COVID again. Just wearing gloves to handle everything.
Yeah.
I think you do that, or you have one of the softest daughters be like, it's an issue, and I've noticed, he'll get defensive, and you can be like, I am not trying to shame you. I never want to talk about it again. I just need you to do this.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about what comes out of your butt, but come on, man. He's definitely picking up salad with a fork in a hand. You know what I mean?
And then you know what you could do
just,
if he's like, that's bullshit. Roberta, every time you see him do something, be like, like, he's like, I don't really use my hands. And you just keep calling it out because he probably doesn't think it's a big deal. We all have to wash our hands. There's kids here. We're not going to be able to visit if you do this. And the thing is, it's probably fine, but now you're thinking about it. Now you're uncomfortable. So you're going to have to say something.
Yeah, you have to tell him. Maybe don't do it on Christmas, but just go over there and when he uses the bathroom, be like, yo.
Feelings like your hand is malformed and we're like, just show it off so we can make fun of it. Like we're asking you to just do a normal thing and then we don't have to talk about it.
Since you love making food, maybe if he kept to himself, he went to the toilet, did a big dump, and then came and sat in his chair and didn't touch anyone. But if he's serving food with his hands,
he'll do it and he'll be like, I did wash. You didn't see it. Leave me alone. Why are you so on me about this? And it's like, why are you so defensive over something that is very normal? And it's like a male ego thing. It's like, just fucking do it. If it were me, I'd be like, I don't want to argue. Like, just do it and we never have to talk about it. You can get mad at me all you want. That's totally fine. I just need you to wash your hands.
Just do it or you're not touching the food.
I can be a bad guy. You cannot touch the kid. Like, please don't go to the mat on this. Like, just do it. Just do it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm that kind of person. Like, Noah and I got into like a weird little tiff the other day and I was like, I just don't want to be doing this. And he was like, okay. I go, I don't want to have this argument. I don't want to be in this space and I'm moving on. And he was like, not ready to be done. I was like, I'm done. I do not want to be arguing about this. I don't want to live in this space. I'm going to watch TV. That's not true. I like never watch TV, but I was just like, I reject the premise for this discomfort and I've moved on. So you can come with me or you can live in this dark room.
Yeah. All right. Hi, Liza and crew. I need some sage advice. I, female, 34, has a family member who does not speak with the family at all.
Yep, been there. Becoming that member.
This family member is my twin sister.
Emily,
my twin lives in Oregon. I live in Arizona, and our sister, 37, and parents live in North Carolina.
Who's the sister? Who's this weird third sister?
Yeah, that poor third one. She's not talked or reached out to the family since 2018. The basic story is she got married in 2017 to her ex-husband, and
the twins. Or the other one, or the regular one?
The twin.
The twin lives in Arizona.
No, our person lives in Arizona. The twin lives in Oregon, and their other sister, who's 3 years older, and parents live in North Carolina.
Got it.
So the twin
I just made a map.
Got married in 2017 to her ex-husband. He was a star child to our dad. Oh, okay, the ex-husband was. They worked the similar jobs in the same company. My twin cheated on the guy. They got divorced in 2018.
Okay.
The divorce
and your dad blames you. And you're like, it wasn't me. It was my twin.
The divorce ended up being messy as her ex brought our parents into the conversation just because our dad loved him.
Okay.
The guy she cheated with is now her second husband and apparently has symptoms of a concussion that doctors have never seen. He's also about 3 or 4 years younger than my twin and does not work.
Hot.
Yeah. Because of how messy her divorce was and our parents, mostly dad, we get involved. My twin stopped talking to our parents and blocked them all on social media. She would still talk to me and our older sister. But then in 2021, our older sister called my twin out for coming to visit her and parents, but not wanting to spend time with the family. My twin and her husband decided to drive down to Florida and go to a gaming convention instead of spending time with the family on vacation. I mean, yeah, why do they have to spend time with the family? Okay. My twin and older sister got into an argument which spilled into private messages on Facebook Messenger. I talked to both sisters and never took sides, but my twin decided to block me and our sister on social media. Okay. Now our dad is begging me and our sister to reach out and call my twin. The twin has also said on the family chat that her phone is not broken and she can take a call anytime. The last time I called my twin, she got mad at me because my boyfriend was not able to help me when I got my wisdom teeth pulled and our parents had to come help me. She called my relationship with my boyfriend fake and said it will not work out. Yet we have been together and happy since 2018. 2018.
Wow.
My twin is never actually...
You just want to stay boyfriend, girlfriend?
That's
Buffer
not the
guffer?
question.
They buffer guffer?
My twin has never actually gotten to know my boyfriend because she never wanted to talk to him on video chat. So I only reach out to her for our birthday in October. My question is, should I be reaching out more to my twin and seeing how she's doing, or should I stop talking to her altogether? She never reaches out to me. The last time was a few years back for some money, about $100. She'll only reply to text if I send it first. Also, she got mad in the family chat because no one replied to her wave emoji. Help.
Well, she seems annoying, but
Yeah.
I will say these all seem like petty issues. And the truth is she's allowed to marry whomever she pleases. And, you know, these should be feelings water under the bridge, and that like you're allowed to cheat. It's not even illegal. And your dad, I think what she needs to hear is that at the end of the day, he loves her more than her ex-husband. And the guy that she married, like maybe they didn't give him a chance, whatever. I do think that there's enough there for you to reach out and be like, hey, I think everybody would love a fresh start. I think there's a lot of like, because it sounds like they're like pissed about like a lot of weird things. She sounds like a bit of a pill, but this doesn't sound like anything has been done that was undoable. And then it feels like a lot of just bickering back and forth. And I think it's also bullshit that she like doesn't take your relationship seriously. And I think that hurts you. I think it's worth trying to all get together to just kind of try to start over and see what a bitch she actually is. She sounds annoying. She's just reaching out for money. She doesn't start the conversation. But also, it's not like, so she had some time off and went on vacation to a gaming convention instead of hanging out with her family. Get off her dick. Like, whoa, Emily, just because that's what you want to do.
She doesn't have to spend any free time with you guys.
No, but I think, family's important. And she did that because she doesn't feel liked by the family. It's
she put a
uncomfortable.
wave in the group chat. No one's replying to her. So she's up in the group chat like,
it sounds like I said, it's like a lot of petty little things. Well, you said this, but you didn't do that. Well, you asked me for money. Yeah, but you hadn't even talked to me. Like there's going to be a lot of those. I think what you need, it's not even about like reconciling old things. I think you guys just have been apart for so long that the littlest things have a lot of weight. So she sent a wave, and I'm sorry, your like 70-year-old parents didn't like know how to respond to a wave, whatever.
Yeah.
I think you call her, you're like, hey, our parents are getting older. Enough is enough. I think it'd be really nice if we all got together or at least called. I think we should all just move on.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound that severe. And I think she is positive your dad like hates her because of this divorce. And maybe she did fuck up and maybe he was great and maybe she is immature, but she's still the daughter. So I think that that's a path forward. And all you can do is extend that olive branch.
Yeah.
And then you can block her.
Yeah.
So that's it. There's nothing wrong with, I definitely have like family where you're just like, you only reach out when you want something. I just don't need to respond. But like blocking your whole family, like it's just so dramatic. But those are also the actions of someone who's been hurt.
Yes.
You don't block someone when there's not pain there. If you don't care about someone, you just like mute it, never check it. Block.
Yeah.
Who blocks?
I know.
That's not the move because then they can't see how well you're doing. Never block, always mute.
Highlights Emily and all babies with and without fur. I need some advice. For the last 4 Christmases, my husband, my brother, and his wife have purchased a getaway present for my parents. My husband, my brother, and his wife have purchased a getaway. My husband, my brother, and his wife have purchased a getaway present for my parents to show our love and appreciation for everything they do for us. This usually involves hotel or Airbnb gift cards, an activity certificate, and a dining experience along with research on the location. That's very cute. I love that.
Wow.
We give the getaway gift over multiple presents at Christmas so they have stuff to open.
It's like in Burbank.
So here's what we curated a menu for you at the Outback.
Enjoy it. Have fun in Studio City.
Each kind of... And so that we give the getaway gift over multiple presents at Christmas so they have stuff to open, each kind of like a clue to the destination we picked.
That's cute.
My brother, sister-in-law, husband, and I always vote on the destination. And in past years, everyone volunteers for certain research and purchasing tasks. This year, after agreeing on the location in mid-November, I received no communication from anyone about moving forward. I'd emailed twice, and my husband reached out directly to ask my brother and sister-in-law for ideas and help, receiving only a thumbs up on the total amount from my brother. Since we are 2 weeks from Christmas, my husband and I are buying everything ourselves as we planned it out. I know my brother will reimburse us, but I'm frustrated that we're doing all the work, yet everyone will share the credit. I'm debating whether I should discreetly mention to my parents that my husband and I handled all the planning and purchasing, or if I should follow my husband's advice and just take the high road by staying quiet. Should I tell my parents we did everything and they only chipped in money, or should I be the better kid quietly? Thanks for your help and wisdom, big sister.
It doesn't matter.
I think since this is the first time that they're not like playing the game with you, let it go this year. And if they don't contribute next year, then, but if they're contributing the money.
It doesn't matter because it's your parents. And whether you do or don't, if you go to your mom and you're like, I just want you to know, like, I actually picked that restaurant and that thing. Your mom will be like, oh my God, sweetie, you know us so well. Thank you so much. And that'll be a sweet thing. Or she'll be like, well, your brother helped contribute. And then you'll be like, why did I tell you that? So my advice is do it or don't do it. It doesn't actually matter because the result is still the same. Your issue is that you're doing the work and you want your brother and his wife to participate. And so then if the issue is that you want to say something to them, because your mom's going to give you those flowers, or she'll just be like, you're bright, or you'll feel bad about it. I'm saying I could go either way on this. It's about how you feel. It's about how slighted you feel at the end. Do it. It's not going to hurt anything if you do it quietly.
I think there's like a really casual way you can do it that's kind of sneaky, where it's like when they're opening it, be like, oh my gosh, Mom, I was like looking at these restaurants. There's this one that has this, but the one that we picked, like, I'm so excited because it has this and this, and I know you love that. Like, just by being excited about the gifts, your brother and sister-in-law are going to be looking at like, what did we give them? They're not going to even know what they gave. They're not going to be able to speak to it. So if you speak to it, like excited about the experience,
I think it's more like, you don't say I, but you can just be like, you guys said that you loved sand dabs. So this place, like remembering that, I went ahead and did that, Yeah. I think it's also, if it were me, I'd pull her aside and be like, I just want you to know, like, we all chipped in, but I'm the one that planned it. Just do it. Just do it. Get those accolades. That's okay. And yeah, I mean, they also may be going through something, you have no idea, and you're taking control of it, so like Emily said.
This is the first time.
Just see. Yeah. And make sure they reimburse you. Otherwise, you're going to be writing back. But yeah, fucking get your credit.
Okay, this is not a Christmas question, but it happened at Thanksgiving, and so I think we want to follow up.
Okay.
Help. Brother-in-law from hell got what he always wanted, and my parents are devastated. Dear Iliza and Emily, I need your help because I have no idea how to fix a situation I caused. My brother-in-law succeeded in cutting my sister and their children off from our family, and my parents are crushed. My sister and brother-in-law have been together for almost 20 years. Over the years, brother-in-law grew increasingly controlling of my sister and later his children. During this time, he began showing my parents how little he thought of them. Despite that, my parents bit their tongue and took the abuse. Even as brother-in-law's behavior became more disturbing, such as when his kids said the wrong side won the war when talking about World War II. What
does that even mean? Like, what is that? Oh, meaning like the Germans should have won?
Yeah, they're little Nazis. I thought it was going to be a little rednecks, it was like a Russian Nazis. Thing. No. My parents got quiet because they worried about how brother-in-law would react. Well, brother-in-law finally got what he wanted on Thanksgiving, us out of the way. Before my sister and brother-in-law married, he set up a schedule for the holidays to ensure fairness. Basically, if my sister and brother-in-law celebrated a holiday with one set of parents, they would celebrate the following year with the other family.
Okay.
It worked fine at first, but in the past 3 or so years, they now only show up right at dinner time and leave soon after. This year was our turn to host Thanksgiving, and sadly, this could be my dad's last because he has very aggressive cancer. Like every year, dinner was set for 2 p.m. And at 2, my sister, brother-in-law, and kids still hadn't arrived. We waited for them as long as we could. Mom tried calling, but she only got voicemail, and the mailbox was full. So she sent "Where are you?" texts that also went unanswered. The food was starting to get cold, so we and our guests sat and started eating.
Yeah.
Around 3:15, brother-in-law and co finally arrived. The big kids, who looked terrified when they walked in, spilled the beans. They'd already eaten dinner with brother-in-law's mom and dad, and they were stuffed. I'm so mad, Iliza, reading this.
Emily, why didn't you read this on Thanksgiving? It's so late. This family
because this came in after Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
This happened at Thanksgiving. Here's when things took a turn in brother-in-law's favor, and it was my fault.
You got to frame him for murder. That's my answer. Okay.
I know. Knowing this was possibly my dad's last Thanksgiving, I spent days cooking up a huge feast and went all Martha Stewart with the decorations. 2025 has not been a kind year, so I really wanted Thanksgiving to be perfect. You know, like a please, I just need this one thing to go right prayer. I have never been an emotional person, a trait my family is well aware of, but I started crying. Seeing my dad's dead expression looking at the kids' empty plates was like a grenade going off inside. I excused myself from the table to avoid a scene, but I made the mistake of letting some emotion slip before I cleared my mom's eyesight. From what I was told, my mom lost it and an argument erupted. Things that couldn't be taken back were said. Brother-in-law then made a beeline to me while snatching up his kids' coats and screaming that they were leaving because he couldn't believe the disrespect.
Ew.
Because my mom told him to kowtow to you over dinner that was supposed to start at 3. Reminder, dinner was at 2. It has always been 2 for decades.
Wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter.
Like the disrespect. It's like, I'm sorry. Why do you think you deserve respect? Just because you're a man that had children? Just because you're
disgusting.
a man? Oh.
My sister was sobbing, and while she hugged me, I told her I hated her husband, but I'd always be on her side.
Good for you.
In hindsight, I wish I kept that to myself, and I'm really ashamed I let that slip.
It's good to get it out.
My brother-in-law loaded up everyone into the minivan and floored it out of our driveway, leaving deep tire marks from the burnout. Anyway, I'm upset with myself for not keeping it together because I think we could have avoided this entire mess. By me becoming visibly upset, that set off my parents, who unleashed years of pent-up frustration. If they had done it privately and with less emotion, maybe things would have turned out different.
Nope.
In the end, I fear brother-in-law got what he wanted, us out of the picture. My sister used to call my parents to talk every day, and now she leaves their texts unread. While my parents say they're okay, they clearly are not. My mom is super distracted and has fallen down the stairs, nearly breaking her elbow, while my dad is refusing to eat. If I had kept it together, this never would have happened. My question is, how can I help my parents, and what should I do about my sister? She's the only sibling I have. What would you do if you were me? I appreciate any advice.
Okay, well, here's what I'll say. Emily just read me something off pod that can't be added, but I will say I felt this before they said it, which was your sister's in an abusive relationship with this man, because this is
100%.
not behavior of a normal person. You know, your sister's married to like a neo-Nazi leaning weirdo, and your sister is scared. And she's in this relationship with this guy. And it's easy to tell women, like, just leave him. And I'm sure he controls the finances. Like, I'm sure this man would make it difficult. So what you're up against is like a borderline insurmountable level of evil, because this guy has like a chemical imbalance. And the fact that he brought disrespect into it, he obviously doesn't even respect women. He did this on purpose, hoping that this would be enough. He is threatened by the idea that this woman would have anyone else that cares for her. That way she can control him. And I'm sure there's like textbook clinical diagnosis for these types of people.
This poor girl.
I feel so bad for you. But I need to allay you. I need to allay this fear that you have that you've done something wrong. You experienced a very normal emotion. You did not lash out at this person. You didn't yell. You shed a tear for frustration because your dad is dying. And whatever you did that day would have been weaponized against you. Or you would have kept it in and you'd be writing to us like, should I have said something? You did nothing wrong. Just know that you were set up to fail from the beginning.
He was going to find something so that they could storm out. They didn't want to sit at your house. They already ate at his family's house.
They deliberately ate. The wife could do nothing. He probably hits her or is going to hit her.
The kids came in scared. Probably they're embarrassed to tell Grandma and Grandpa, who they love, they can't eat. They're full.
I guarantee you he checks your sister's phone.
100%. That's why she's not replying.
So I would write her a letter.
He's going to read it.
Ask if you could meet up for coffee. Your sister she's like drowning. And it's going to be hard for her to even hear this stuff. And sometimes women get in these relationships. We see it all the time with like women who are with shitty boyfriends, and the friend's like, I'm trying to tell you. And she's like, you just don't want us to be together. This is farther down the rabbit hole. She's in an abusive relationship and she's probably scared. And the fact that she hugged you and was crying, not angry. Yes. She wasn't like, how could you fucking do this? Like, she's scared.
What's going on in her head probably is brother-in-law, she said, hey, this is the year we go to my parents. And he took them to his parents. She had to sit there knowing we're late. My whole family's eating. My dad is dying. I'm sitting here where I don't want to be. She's not happy in this situation, but there's not a lot you can do. You did what you can do, which is, look, I am here for you. I am on your side. That is what you can do.
There's got to be a way to reach out to her. I don't know if it's on instant message. These feel like Facebook people. I don't know if it's a Facebook thing. I don't know if it's writing her a letter to just be like, can we just meet for coffee? There's got to be a way that she can like leave for an hour or whatever, just to say they love you. We'd love to see you. And maybe we can help you with like, you don't want to take on the responsibility of like connecting her with resources. But I think all we can really help you with is letting you know that you did nothing wrong.
He literally was going to find anything.
Do not let this man also control you.
No. So you want to know, what can you do for your sister? I think like Iliza said, you try to see her alone. And if not, go to her house. Maybe he'll be at work. You know what I mean? Like ask, can I come over and hang out with you and the kids? Just be there for them. Be there for her. For your parents, I think you sound like a good kid. You're already there. You're already around. You know, your mom's distracted and fell. Your dad's not eating. That's probably not just because of this. It's probably because he's sick. This event was going to happen and is one of many things that are stressing them out about your sister's relationship. But it's not your fault.
Your sister's stuck. And you know what? Women get in relationships with men that were always like this, and you excuse it and you excuse it. And then this is how it ends up. I hate to say she created this. It doesn't mean she deserves it, but you sure as shit don't deserve it. So don't you feel bad for a second.
No.
He set you guys up, and that's a shame.
Show me up at 3:15. You're right in that he wanted this to happen, but you're wrong in that it was your fault because he literally would have found a way to do it. Like if you would all sat there politely and been like, oh, it's okay, you're late. He would have been like, well, fuck you. Like he was
you
going
don't
to
care if we're late?
Yeah.
What I would be regretting is that I didn't say more to this guy. Is that you didn't get your shots in when you could have. I know that that's not path of least resistance, but it's like you may as well say it while you can, which is like, my dad is dying and you don't fucking care because you're so obsessed with controlling my sister and like spreading weird Nazi propaganda, you fucking lunatic. What do you want to live behind like an iron curtain? What do you mean the wrong side one? Shut the fuck up.
Having been there and said some of those things that I would like to say to someone, and then it only stressed out people that I didn't want to stress out. I see where this woman, where this person is at. Because you can say all you want, it doesn't matter because this guy holds all the cards.
I think you keep holding a torch for your sister. You keep holding, you keep trying. You have to kind of be that little bridge, and I'm sorry.
It sucks.
Maybe he'll slip on his own gun. Actually, you know what? I suggest your sister watch a show called Bad Sisters, which is a blueprint for how to murder your husband. Let's move on.
Oh, great. Let's do Cobbs.
Let's do some
It's
Cobbs.
time for Cobbs.
It's a talk with a Cobb. We're doing it right every day. You just take a bite, top of the Cobb.
It is Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Eve. How nice for so many of you. God, I'm having my own family drama and I can't, I think it's in poor taste if you're a public figure to air out your dirty laundry, but I wish I was a listener to my own pod.
So you could write in.
If you're listening to this now, Christmas Eve, just know that I am knee deep in C's candy peppermint patties and crab at my mother-in-law's house where I belong.
Okay, starting with bottom. Do you want me to? Okay, I'll do fan. Fan first.
Okay, fan
bottom.
first.
Dumped the week before Christmas, dating only for a short time. It's really not that bad. But his follow-up with that is top. At least I hadn't bought a gift yet.
Oh,
well,
that is
it
a
was
top.
a week before you hadn't bought a gift.
Well, they weren't that serious. But you know what sucks about being broken up with around the holidays? There's no sexuality. Like, no one's getting into a relationship during the holidays. Everyone's with their family, going on vacation. It's always like, I'll circle back in the new year. Oh, that sucks.
I'm not communicating right now.
I would say don't take that call on New Year's when they're like, what are you doing? But like, I don't know, get a couple kisses.
What?
Get a couple kisses. Get a couple kisses.
My bottom is this
Wet.
Christmas is just kind of this holiday season is just kind of blah. I'm still blah. Things are blah. I don't feel super cheery. I'm kind of in a mood. It just feels like a regular week.
Is it because of the Venezuela oil tanker?
My number one focus.
It's hard to ring in a new year too. You're like, do we want another one? Like, is this going? Ever since COVID, it's like, is this? We're like all holding onto a roller coaster. Like, is this? Are we excited?
Yeah, things aren't great. Yeah. So it's just kind of blah.
My bottom is we had our Christmas party last night, and we have this really nice, like light brown leather couch. And I was talking to two dads in our friend group, and I sat down. I was wearing like tights and like underwear basically. And I sat down, and when I got up, there was like a big wet spot on the couch, but it wasn't me, but like it was there. And I don't know if they noticed or not, but I just blurted out, I go, that's not from me. Somebody spilled on my couch because it wasn't from me. And they like said nothing. And I was like, and now I just have to sit here and you have to know that that wasn't me. I did not like get super excited talking to you guys. And like the more I talked about it, the more like no one said anything. And I was just like, that's not my wet spot. I'm wearing underwear. I've got to go. Somebody like, and then I went and I like made a big deal and I got some soap and I was like, someone spilled wine. And then I talked about the history of the couch. I was just like, can someone at least validate that they know I didn't make a mess on my own couch? Nobody cared. I was wearing tights and underwear. Like, come on. Who's that excited about talking to two dads?
I mean,
I was having a great time, but not that kind of great time. Okay.
No.
See? It's uncomfortable.
Okay, top of the cob. Someone wrote in and said, buying a pair of jeggings online from a Black Friday sale, and despite not trying them on, they fit perfectly.
Well, hate to break it to you, but jeggings are out. So that's cool. Hold on to them for when they come back in season.
Oh, no.
Top of the cob.
Top of the cob.
I shouldn't have said that, but you need to know.
Top of the cob. I went to a stamp and coin store today to check on a couple coins I have, and they're replicas, and they were either replicas or worth $150,000, and they were replicas. So
you always hope.
I hoped enough that I was like, I'm just gonna go and see.
It's like that hope that like your kid is a math genius. It's like, nope.
Maybe.
Could you count that? Could you do 3 times 7? Ethan? Wow.
But it was nice. It was very sweet because this guy has like owned the store, I guess, for 30 years or something. And he just loves coins so much. So I was like chit-chatting with him about stuff
I think
in
you
the
got
store.
to. If you're owning a coin shop in 2020, you got to be a real fan.
So a corner of his store, he's selling like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon cards. So I was there, 4 different moms come in. He has to make
actual money. Yeah.
Exactly. 4 different moms come in like, here's a picture of what my son wants and I ordered it but it didn't get here. Is this the same thing? And so this guy brings out the young employee to go talk to him about the Magic cards so he can like look at my coins and be like, yeah, we pay 99 cents for that. I'm like, okay. But it was just, I was like, what a cool thing. It's my top that this guy, he was so nice, but like, this is his specialty, and he knows that. He's like, come here and look at these coins. He's like showing me coins from 280 AD, and they're only $80. I didn't buy one, but I'm like, that's crazy that they're so cheap. He's like, yeah, every time they dig, they find some of these. They're not rare. They're just old. It's like, that's cool. Like, I just love when people have that very specific knowledge base. So I enjoyed that chat. Yeah. I didn't enjoy not getting $150,000, but whatever.
Next time. Save those Pokemon cards. You never know. Maybe one will be shoved into a Labubu. My top of the cob is so specific and unrelatable, but I don't care.
Okay.
For my party, I love planning a party because when the world is feeling really bad, you can put a lot of energy into making a bunch of people feel good and doing something that's just concentrated fun. And the party theme was sexy Christmas. Everybody like dressed up, sexy outfits, a lot of braless tops, a lot of see-through things. And anytime someone's like, what should we bring? I would say, just bring something gorgeous. You know, so usually that's like a bottle of wine or like a beautiful snack. And in the back of my mind, I was like, I can't tell anyone to do this. I was like, I hope somebody brings caviar. Because to me, that is the quintessential gorgeous thing. And I'm not going to ask anyone to do it. Please, please, please. And our friends Irena and John, Irena is from Uzbekistan. Doesn't really have an accent. I guess it's like kind of there, but like speaks like full Russian as well. And they're awesome. They showed up with caviar. And I was like, you're exactly who I wanted this from because I know you went to the right place. And I was like,
Yeah.
let me get my caviar dish. And my mom had given me one. It's got pearl spoons. And it was just like, it was exactly what I fucking wanted. It. So I did.
If I showed up to your party with caviar, would you eat it?
I'd be like, is this
Where'd
cat
you get-
pearls? I would. It'd be in a tin.
You know I'd do my research.
You would do it right. So that's
But
it.
it
That
is
was
funny
nice.
when you say they were the right people, that you know that they got the right one.
You know, I
It's
want
a very
it from
specific.
a dad who speaks fluent Russian and the wife who speaks fluent Russian. Like, this is what I
Yes.
want. People that come from caviar people. That's what I want.
Yeah.
It was between them and my friend Alex and Arkasha, but they didn't come and he's full Russian. So, but we got it. And I'll tell you the other top. I'll just say this. My friend Misha, who's Israeli, I was inspirited like a month or two ago after some awful thing happened online. I was like, I need to get a Jewish star. I'm not a big Star of David wearer. And I was like, but I don't want one with diamonds, but I want it to be sizable so that when I wear it, like I can show people I'm not afraid. I don't really want a gaudy one. And I asked her and she kind of never followed through. And then last night she goes, remember you told me you want a big star? I'm making her sound Spanish. You wanted a big Star of David with no diamonds? She goes, well, I got you a little one with a lot of diamonds. And so she got me this beautiful, tiny.
Oh, I love
And
that.
I love it too. And I was like, that's so thoughtful.
It's very classy.
Yeah, it's not enough to start an argument in an airport, but it is enough to ward
But
off.
it's a nice piece of, yeah.
It's nice and it layers nice and it's tiny. And you know what? It's great. We don't need to make a thing. You guys, Merry Christmas to all of our beautiful, lovely listeners. Happy winter solstice to those of you who are offended at the other one. Hanukkah's over, so we're done with that. And I hope that you guys are all feeling good tonight. I hope you all take a break. I hope you share this podcast with a friend. We are getting a new member of our team coming on board here, new equipment. It's going to be a whole new us with leveling up our pod in 2026. I think you get one more episode out of us before the new year. So enjoy this lo-fi version of a hot bath, of a cozy sipper, of a gossipy show. And we love you. And one more thing. I showed my daughter Elf
Oh,
the other day.
thoughts?
At the beginning of Elf, which I totally forgot, there's like a lot of exposition that Bob Newhart does about how Elf was like the love child of James Caan and some woman. And then the baby is like with a bunch of nuns and then sneaks into a sack.
Isn't
Santa's
there like
sack.
a narwhal?
He says goodbye to a narwhal, sneaks into Santa's sack, and Santa sees that it's a baby. And I'm showing to see her, and she looks at me, she goes, is Santa going to kill that baby? I was like, I don't even know how to answer that. Yes, he's going to kill that baby and eat it.